Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. This is it. The GFL season opener has arrived. You know me, I'm Jay. Welcome to the season opener of the GFL. Let's go ahead and preview the teams we have here. 7 teams from the NFC, 7 teams from the AFC. 13 weeks, 91 games in total. Round robin style. Every team plays every team once. Then, when the playoffs arrive, the top 5 teams from each conference will move on, with the number 1 seed in each conference getting a first-round bye. All right, we can talk about the season later on, but for now, let's preview this amazing season opener. We have the Chicago Bears facing up against the Los Angeles Rams. Tonight, the Rams have to travel to the Windy City, as the Bears are the home team. We will see how the fans of Chicago can affect the game. On another note, this weather is crazy. It's been pouring rain all night, and I don't think it will let up anytime soon. Chicago is a very wet city right now. What crazy weather for the season opener here with the GFL. Kickoff is soon, so kick back and enjoy the game. This is the GFL.
It's Madden NFL 24, where we'll see 2 of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears, and it's all up next.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Chicago Bears. With my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But CD, these Chicago Bears, they come off a tough year at 3-14, the most losses in franchise history. What can they look to build around here in 2023?
Well, it starts with their quarterback, and you know that he is a heck of a player for them, but they've got to get better on the defensive side of the ball. Head coach, defensive background, he's trying to amass that kind of talent and become the monsters of the Midway once again.
Then for the visiting Rams, they found out the hard way that you need a lot of good fortune when you win a Super Bowl title. And when you don't get that good fortune, as they didn't last year, things can crash down to earth in a hurry.
And none of us really saw this coming. Remember, they were 12-5 the year they won the Super Bowl, won 5-12 last year. Somehow I think this Rams team is better than what we saw last season, adding in a lot of new pieces in order to try and get back to the top of the NFC West.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and off we go from Soldier Field. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Holding, receiving team.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
On first down, it's Fields. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And right away, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Looking to throw. Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle, here's Henderson. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Stafford. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd and 9. They go to Johnson again. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Henderson running straight ahead, fighting him off. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 more there and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 50, Stafford. We'll get this one complete to Atwell. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll get this one to Cobb complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. We're scoreless after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How many times we see it? I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And a pretty good burst right there as they'll take this down to the 33. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Johnson jostles free, and he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, Brandon. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. To throw is Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bobby Brown able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Foreman is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. Touchdown. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Stafford. Quick throw there is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. To the air again, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Stafford to his #1 guy Cup for a Los Angeles first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Henderson is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
I tell you what, this was a much-needed drive and a much-needed touchdown at the end of this drive. They have not done much of anything in this first half, but here they put all the pieces together and they get the score right before the half.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time a 9-play drive, and it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Fields. Now pass complete to Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Fields. And he'll get about a couple-yard shot in midfield at the 48. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been
Coach.
disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went those progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Brings up 4th down there. A loss at 6 yards on the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still could prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23.
He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
This 2nd and 4. Fields going to keep it running right across the 30 to the 31-yard line. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Fields.
Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now it's Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
On second down, back to Henderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Stafford now to throw. Over the middle, complete to the tight end, Higbee.
They gave him the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 3rd down.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
At the 14-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A shotgun snap, Fields. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by a Kellen Witherspoon. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. They'll tackle that time by a count of Witherspoon.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
This defense is certainly had an outstanding 2nd half. I know they're just giving up the 1st down there for the offense. They're hoping to get something they can jump-start there. They maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Powerful running. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. To throw is Fields. On the throw, letting too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice. or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And they're knocking on the door now as a quick run there. They're going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. 2nd down, goal to go. They try the left side with Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. All eyes on Fields. And he is in. Justin Fields taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there? Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains and take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Now it's Stafford. His throw incomplete. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. From the gun again to Henderson. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. To return is Taylor. 31 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. The busy night continues for Johnson. Down to the 22-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Second and 6 coming up. Up the middle, Johnson. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try to force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
One last throw here for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown there, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.